I heard someone once say, consider me in your actions and not your apologies. One thing I've learned over this last year is that consideration isn't just a nice quality to have, it's a responsibility. Everybody wants to be understood, everybody wants grace, and everybody wants patience when life gets hard. But very few people stop and ask, how will my decisions affect the people who care about me? That's consideration. I've realized that every decision we make has a ripple effect. What you say, what you don't say, how you communicate, how you show up, how you leave, none of it only affects you. It affects the people who've chosen to love you. And we all know relationships don't fall apart because of one big mistake. It falls apart because someone stopped considering the other person. They stopped considering their partner's feelings, their time, their effort, their peace. And somewhere along the way, the me became more important than the we. That's when relationships start to die. The people who truly value you don't just think about what they want. They consider what their decisions will cost you. They understand that every choice either builds trust or breaks it, brings you closer or pushes you further away. And that's the difference between someone who loves you and someone who simply enjoys having access to you. As I've gotten older, I've become intentional about the way I move. Before I make a decision, I truly ask myself, will this protect my peace? Will this honor my character? Will this even make my daughter proud? Will this leave someone better or broken because I was in their life? These questions saved me from making emotional decisions I'd later regret. Because consideration isn't weakness, it's emotional maturity. It's understanding that freedom doesn't mean doing whatever you want. It means having enough discipline to think beyond yourself. I've learned that love without consideration becomes selfish. Friendship without consideration becomes one-sided. Leadership without consideration just becomes control. And life without consideration becomes a series of choices you eventually have to answer for. I've also stopped chasing people who never considered me in the first place. If I always have to explain why honesty matters, why communication matters, why consistency matters, then we're speaking two different languages. The right people won't need to be convinced to consider you. They'll do it because they value you. So here's my challenge. Not just for you, but for myself too. Before your next decision, before your next response, before your next relationship, ask yourself one question. Who else will have to live with the consequences of what I'm about to do? Because the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your decisions. And the quality of your decisions is revealed by one thing: who you considered before you made them. Some people spend years saying, I love you, but never stop to consider how their choices affect the person they're saying it to. To me, that's the real test. Because love isn't proven by what you say. It's revealed by who you considered before you decide.